Greetings and welcome to the Equity.Guru Investor Roundtable. It's Perimeter Medical Imaging today, based in Toronto and also in Dallas, Texas, the U.S. headquarters. Rob Simpson right here with Chris Perry down below me, the man, the myth, the legend. Above me, it is indeed TK Indichenna, and in the top bunk, Vishal Tour. Chris Perry is going to tee this up for us.
Well, okay. So, not to get all sentimental about it, but this is a company pretty close to many of our hearts in that it's dedicated towards, in a very broad sense, the health of breasts, specifically breast cancer. Hey, don't get all weird, guys. Come on. We just
weren't sure where we were going at first.
So Perimeter Medical Imaging is a company that has a technology that is used by breast cancer surgeons to ensure that when they're cutting in to a patient that they're actually getting everything they're supposed to get. Right now, what generally happens is they go by eye, they take out what they think is what's necessary, then they send off samples to the lab, the patient recovers for a couple of weeks, and if there's anything that's been missed, then they got to go back in again. Perimeter Medical Imaging's tech allows them, while they're actually in surgery, to scan and have a look at and see if they've got everything they need to get, which means that surgeons don't have to get more than they need to, and they don't also end up with less. This means better outcomes for the patient. It means less times under the knife. It means it's cheaper for the hospital and for the insurance company. And this is technology that is approved and being used. So, a lot of times we say about companies on the public markets, we're not curing cancer here, but literally PINK is something that you're investing in because it's helping to cure cancer in a manner.
All right. Tour or Vishal, I'm just going to I'm going to use the hockey. Just use your last name for now on. Vishal, what's the chart saying? Charts.
All right, so we'll take a look here at some statistics first. PINK, they have a market cap of 122 million. They are up 55% for the year, not year to date, but just 1 year of trading. Recent month, they're down 8%, and you can sort of see the downtrend here on the chart of PINK. What I would be looking at, though, is this area where we're testing actually right now, $2.60. It seems like it's a support zone. You can see here we did rip above it in the past, and look at that wick. Buyers did step in to drive price higher, and we did see that again actually mid-July, where buyers did step in at 260. So we are testing that area once again, and if we do see buyers take us above, I would say, this trend line here, I think that's a very nice visualization of a trend reversal. So this is a very important zone actually for PINK, and I'm going to bring up a chart here because we're talking about breast cancer, but do you guys remember Greenwich Life Sciences, which popped, yep, you're seeing that correctly, 998% in a day, from $12 to highs of $158 in 1 day due to a headline to do with breast cancer. So if you want something that can move on headlines,
wow,
PINK can be something like that.
Holy mackerel.
That's amazing. I think I don't know the company that well, but just like from a quick look, it's on average spent $10 million on just running the place. It has, as of today, I think $60 million in cash. Let me just check that. No, so $17 million in cash. And it's asset light. It has no capital expenditures. It's just what the main business line is. We don't have a lot of data to go with to begin with, but it's a company flush with cash, ready to invest in other projects. They also just did a raising as well, so that might be an indication of it. But it's such a very light capital business. It doesn't need much to reinvest. You just need to keep people coming through.
Yeah, so
which I find pretty interesting.
They're building out their sales model right now, right? So that's not an inexpensive thing. You've got to go out there and you've got to let doctors and hospitals test it, and it takes a while to build up critical mass. That said, the technology lends itself to other things, right? So they've spent the money to get the technology approved. It's gone through the FDA process. It's been given a breakthrough designation, so that's positive. Now they can take that same technology and go to other cancers or other issues that require surgeons' help. So there's a lot of potential upside to the capital that's already been spent. Now, add to that the potential that they can go out and buy some more technology or license something that adds to what they've already got. I think this is a really good company, a really good time to be looking at it. Certainly, I went for a run earlier this year to $5. From last August, it was down at $1.80. That's when we started talking about it. So people who have been on this stock since we started talking about it have had a real good opportunity to make money. They're still above water. Warrants are still being exercised. Money's still coming in. So all the things I think that you would point to and say a healthy company with a good future.
So I'm going to go cut and dry style here, like we've done in the past. With I've got five grand in my pocket, and how much of that right now, TK? I'll let you finish your thoughts and then give me advice on or thoughts on my 5K when it comes to Perimeter Medical.
To be honest with you, and I don't say this a lot, I'm throwing in the full bag. It has more cash than it has anything else.
You're sinking the pink.
Yeah, I am as well. It's close to my heart, as Chris said. I care for the cause. So $17 million in cash, it doesn't cost them much to do anything as of now. Yeah, I'm putting in a lot of money.
Wow. Other gents?
I would actually echo TK. I would throw in the bag here as well. They have cash. Technically, we're at a very important zone here, so it makes sense buying at this level. You're likely not going to see any share dilution because they have the cash. So yeah, I like it. I like the technicals and the fundamentals here. They both are aligned. So I'm going to go all in this one.
CP, you're going to even add, you're going to loan me some cash so I can go bigger?
No, I like the company a lot. I think it's going to need to go back to the market and bring some more cash out. I'm looking at earlier this year, it said it had 10 million cash at the end of 2020. It lost 4 million in Q1. So there are losses there. I know that they're growth losses and those can be stemmed if need be. But I think the company is going to need to go back to the well, raise a little bit more cash to really do what it wants to do. And for me, that might be the time that I would jump in. Because now you're getting warrants into the bargain and there's an opportunity to make money twice on any upswing.
So what am I doing with my 5K right now, tomorrow?
Maybe you throw a K down just as a placeholder, but I think, watch and see. The share chart, it's clearly come down from a high. It's settled a little bit. I don't know if it's finished settling yet. Potentially people will wait and see how much penetration into the market they get over the next quarter, how much more money goes out the door that quarter. This is a moment where the company can dare to be great, make some moves and be much bigger, or it can just sort of chill out for a little bit, get things right, and look for 2022 as being a big year.
Well, I somehow ended up owing TK a huge fancy dinner last week on some stock buy. So this time it sounds like if it goes big quickly, those two guys, CP, are buying us dinner. Fancy. They're going all in out of the blocks.
5K profits and go for it.
So let's go short and sweet and tight here with this one, and just say this to the folks that you've heard some pretty remarkable advice here, pretty direct. But you are responsible for your own investments because we can't guarantee anything. But these guys are smart, and they've thrown out some fantastic analysis and information. But you're on your own. Get out there, do a little more research, and think about our friends at Perimeter Medical. This has been the Equity.Guru Investors Roundtable with CP, TK, and VT. And I'm RS. We'll see you next time.